Hi viewers, today topic is a classical Langevin theory of diamagnetism. Alright, so in diamagnetism, so first see here, consider a single electron of mass m charge E moving in a circular orbit around the nucleus of radius r with a velocity v and angular velocity is omega. Omega is angular velocity. Then centripetal force is given by the nucleus is Fc is equals to mv square by r. In the place of v, if you substitute it, then we get mr omega square. Next, suppose magnetic field B is perpendicular to the plane of the electron orbit. What is the meaning of plane of the electron orbit? Here, electron at this point nucleus may present, right? Electron is revolving in this direction, so it indicates now the electron is imagine electron is revolving in this direction like this. Then field how is applying? Field is applying in this direction. Field is upside, electron is revolving in this direction. So this is a C, it is a perpendicular to this, right? So that is thing. This is perpendicular to the plane. Plane means to this electron orbit. Then the force due to magnetic field is BeV, right? So because of this field only, because of magnetic field only, how much force will act? This much of force will act. But when electron is revolving in clockwise direction, this force will act away from the center, like this, away from the center. When electron is revolving in anti-clockwise, the force will act towards the center, right? Away from the center and towards the center. So in this manner, forces will act on the electrons. But here, how many electrons I have taken? 2 electrons only. So because of this force and this force, what happens? Centripetal force of electron, this electron and this electron may changes. So that means that is the resultant of these two forces only. See how can I derive the resultant? And see here, resultant force is by first electron here. Fc is a force exerted by the nucleus and BeV is the force exerted by the magnetic field. Their result is what? mr omega 1 square, right? That is omega 1 is the angular velocity of the first electron, mass of the electron, radius of orbit is because of these two forces only, right? And mr omega 1 square, Fc value just now have written as mr omega square minus BeV. V value we know, V is equals to r omega. Substitute that value here, r omega. Now take out common r, divide with mr on either side. Dividing with mr on both sides. On both sides. So mr omega 1 square by mr is equals mr omega square by mr minus ber omega by m. It is omega by R cancel, MR cancel, MR cancel. So what we get? Omega 1 square is equals omega square minus BE omega 1 by M only. Let this is the equation 1. It is because of what? First electron. But it is in clockwise direction. So next electron revolving is anti-clockwise direction. So for anti-clockwise direction, this minus become plus only, right? For the second electron. Right? For the second electron, same thing, MR omega 2 square. There omega 1, here omega 2. And it is as it is. Why? Because second time also force will exert by the nucleus on the second electron, same force. MR omega square. Instead of minus, first one is revolving clockwise, second one is revolving anti-clockwise. So make it as positive. Why? Anti means reverse. Reverse in mathematics denoted by minus. So here multiply with minus, it becomes plus. Right? BER omega 2 square. Right? Is it no square? Omega 2. Same thing, multiply with the MR on either side. So dividing with the MR on both sides. MR omega 2 square by MR omega square by MR plus BER omega 2 by MR. So omega 2 square is equals omega square plus BE omega 2 by M. Now subtracting equation 2 from 1, right? That means equation 1 minus equation 2. Equation 1 minus equation 2. So what is the one? This one. It is minus omega 1 square. Omega square 1 minus omega 2 square. Omega 1 square value is this one. Omega square minus BE omega 1 by M. Right? So see, omega 1 term is written here. Next, minus omega 2. Minus. When there is a minus, we must open the bracket. And omega 2 term is this one. Omega 2. Omega square plus BE omega 2 by M. Multiply minus inside. Omega 1 square minus omega 2 square BE omega 1 by M minus omega square minus BE omega 2 by M minus both sides. So it is a minus omega square plus omega square get cancelled. And next remaining omega 1 square minus omega 2 square. So here minus is there, minus is common. Next, what is our next constants are BE by M is there, here also BE by M is there. So what we have to take outside, minus BE by M minus BE by M. Then what we get? Right? Here if you take minus, if omega will become plus. Here this is take minus, it will also plus. Right? So this is. And next, let me please take screenshot. Now check it. A square minus B square form. So we can write it as a plus b into a minus b form, right? Where d is a square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b. In the same manner, I am going to write omega 1 plus omega 2 into omega 1 minus omega 2. This one can be written as in this manner. Is equals as it is minus dE by m omega 1 plus omega 2 omega 1 minus omega 2 minus dE by m. Difference can be written as like this. Equation to not to, right? So delta omega indicates difference in 2 omega. So that difference in 2 omega can be written in short form delta omega. Now this is for 2 electrons only. We have considered it is for 2 electrons. Just I explained one electron is revolving like this and other electron is revolving in this direction. Okay, so if this equation is derived for 2 electrons, see here omega 1 is the velocity of first and it is the velocity of 2 means there are 2 electrons. So it is equation for 2 electrons. What I want difference in omega for 1 electron is how much? This is for 2 electron, right? For 1 electron means simply if you divide with the 2, it becomes for 1 electron only. For single electron. So d omega is equals d e by 2m. See, by 2 with 2 by 2 it is divided. But so this for 1 electron may have a positive one, a positive half or a negative half. Here only positive negative is written. So simply write it is plus or minus. It indicates that electron is or single electron is that single electron may have positive half or negative half, right? So why? Because we know electron has a half spin, positive half spin and a negative half spin. So that spin is denoted in this manner, right? And now let it is equation 3. It is equation. And we know when an electron is revolving continuously around the nucleus, then this path of electron can be considered as a wire which is carrying current. Current means what? Flow of electron is simply current. Here also electron is continuously flowing, continuously moving. So we can say this orbit can act as a one wire which contains electrons or which contains a current. So then here magnetic movement is a magnetic movement for 1 electron is mu m is equals to IA. Current into area. So current, how much current is flowing through that nucleus or around the nucleus in a path, and it is area of that path or circle. Why? Because that path can be considered as a circle. Okay, and this again can be written as I E nu. I can be written as E nu into A. But we know already area of circle is pi r square. Right? Area of the circle is pi r square. And nu is generally omega is equal to 2 pi nu. From this nu can be written as bring it 2 pi this side by 2 pi is equal to. Substitute these two values in this equation, then magnetic moment, generally magnetic moment denoted by mu m, is can be written as Now see, mu m is equals E in the place of nu omega by 2 pi in the place of a by s. So pi gets cancelled, remaining E omega r square by 2. Here magnetic moment can be created with the electrons only, so that is why here the mu m is written like this, where electron is revolving around the nucleus, right? And now it is a mu. But here omega is there. This omega may change when external magnetic field is applied. Okay, when omega changes, automatically mu also changes, mu m also changes. So that means what I am doing, both sides I am differentiating. Delta mu m is equals E r square by 2 delta omega. When delta omega changes, it indicates. When delta omega changes, delta mu also changes. That is the meaning of this. Okay, so already it changes. Why? Because when an electron is revolving around the nucleus, and if you apply the externally magnetic field, the velocity may changes. Change in velocity will occur. So because of that only written like this. And already see this value is from equation 3. What we can write? D delta omega mu m is equals to E r by 2 B E by 2 m E r square. Right? Only positive term we have written here while substituting equation 3 in this equation. Now E to E square into 4. Delta mu m is equals E square r square b by 4m. So this is for because of one electron only. So magnetic moment for one electron. For one electron is we got this first. But if we consider an atom, it may contain some many large number of electrons. For all the electrons, their magnetic moments can be written as summation mu m is equals E square b by 4m. Different electrons may have different orbits and their radius also different. So that is why summation here, how we are applying this side, the same summation we must apply this side. Why this summation attached here? Different electrons. Suppose if we consider a nucleus around this first cell present, the first cell only 2 electrons present, and the next cell 8 electrons present. But second cell is a large distance comparing to first one. So distance is more. So distance is changing. So there is a summation is attached here. Okay. Now take it. Next, magnetization. Summation. What is here? M is equals to E square b by 4m summation r square we got here finally, right, for all the electron. And now see magnetization. Magnetization can be denoted with either I or M. So I am writing here M only. M is related to mu M. How you know? In general, m is equals to n mu m. In general, but actually here instead of mu m, what you have summation means all the mu m is added. So to this side we multiply simply, and then what we get? We get m. Where n is n number of dipoles per unit volume. N number of dipoles per unit volume. N into summation mu m. And now m is equals to n into mu m is what? E square b by 4m summation r square. And a b value is what you know? M is equals to n e square b by 4m. B value is mu naught into h summation r square. Since b is equals, this is a relation between applied magnetic field and magnetic field flux density. Magnetic flux density. Okay. And next, here this is a h and mu m. In general, they are opposite in direction. So for opposite, what I am doing, mu m and h are opposite in direction. So that means here attach simply minus. Minus is because of h and mu m are opposite in direction. Now bring this h this side. M by h. If you bring h this side, it becomes in division. Is equals to minus n e square mu naught summation r square by 4m. Right? So and minus is next. M by h is what? M by h can be written as magnetic susceptibility. Magnetic susceptibility is denoted by chi. Magnetic susceptibility is denoted by chi. Its formula is m by h. So already we have m by h right here chi. But simply write here dia. Why it is calculating for diamagnetic substance only? Because of that only. Simply put here dia. Chi dia is equals minus n e square mu naught by 4m summation r square. And next one thing is what here. So here electron may revolve in one direction, right? In one direction, that is either in the x axis or in y axis. It cannot revolve in one electron cannot revolve in x, y and z. It revolves in only one direction. But remaining two direction, what happens? Actually three directions will be x, y, z. Suppose electron is revolving x, then remaining two axes are there, two directions are there. So for this, what we have to do to this equation, simply multiply with a 2 by 3. Why? It indicates electron revolves in one direction only instead of three, right? It revolves in one direction. So multiply it with 2 by 3. Chi dia 2 by 3 minus n square mu naught summation r square by 4. 2 ones are 2 twos are 3 twos are 6. Chi dia is equals minus n e square mu naught summation r square by 6m. 3 twos are 6. Okay. It is for one electron only. Suppose there are z number of electrons. N indicates number of electrons per unit volume only. If there are z number of electrons, then what is the equation? That equation is chi dia is equals minus z n e square mu naught summation r square by 6m. This is our final required answer, right? So we know chi or diamagnetic substance have the chi value negative, right? And it is small value. Here 6 is a very much large comparing to remaining numbers. All the numbers may have intent from minus value only, but 6 here we have, so that is why this term becomes small. So chi value is negative and small for dia, right? Chi value is negative, chi value is small and positive for para. Chi value is large and positive for ferro and for remaining two things also. So friends, so this is the derivation. So please watch it regularly and learn it. So if you have to take a notes, so you stop it and take a screenshot, then you can easily get this screenshot and notes. Next time, instead of dia, I will explain para and ferro also. Thank you friends.